Ladies and gentlemen, just Sunstrider here. Welcome to what will be a different kind of video. As you can see, I am on a website right now using Action's frickin' desktop recorder. But today I am going to give you guys a bit of a tutorial on how to use Canva, which is a digital art creating platform which I use to create thumbnails with, and I will be going through step by step on how I create a thumbnail on Canva. This will be a thumbnail what you might call it tutorial, so I will not be going through the every single detail, but this is mainly to prepare for a Collaborators Online Alliance workshop I have tomorrow, or at this point, later today, by the time you're watching this. So, this is going to be a step-by-step thing, and when you first jump into Canva, when you first register or sign in with Google or Facebook, because you can do that. I actually like it when websites let me do that, but we take into this screen. Like, obviously you won't see all of this because, as you can see, I have a lot of experience with Canva. I've made quite the thumbnails, and we'll be taken to this screen, and you'll pretty much only see, I think, this part, if more. Yeah. You'll probably just see this. This is what you'll see. You'll see all the different kinds you can make. I use desktop wallpaper a lot just because it's a good size for thumbnails, and it lets you work with a lot of space. But I already have a picture laid out and picked out. We are going to be making a Assassin's Creed thumbnail, so part 3 to Assassin's Creed. And if you look here on the side, you can just see all your design. If you click up here and go to your personal profile, you'll be able to see your personal profile, and you'll be able to click on random stuff like this and have like a full open image of all your different artwork. But if you go to all your designs and you just click on this, it'll take you to this, which will make you into put you into the editing area. We'll go through that later. I don't really mess with like create a team, your brand, or find templates, because that's more if you're if you're an entrepreneur and you're trying to make like a business out of this stuff. But if you're just making YouTube videos, or YouTube thumbnails, you do not have to worry about any of this. I don't care about any of this. I know nothing about it. I will not be going over it. But if we jump into create desktop wallpaper, it'll be loaded up and you'll get all of this stuff. Now, this may look very daunting at first, but the only thing you really need to do to make a thumbnail is uploads, maybe background, and text. Because uploads allows me to, as you can see, it allows you to upload different kind of stuff. So I have all of the logos of games that I play. You got World of Warplanes, you got XCOM 2, you got XCOM 2 War of the Chosen, Assassin's Creed, PlanetSide, Mech Warrior, all that stuff. And what you do to move first you gotta go into your computer like this, jump into pictures, and I already have a select image from the video to use as a thumbnail, because in case you haven't noticed, I use the style of using screenshots from the video and turning them into thumbnails on Canva. Whoops. All you gotta do is drag and drop into there. It will take a few seconds to load up that. It gives you a little bubble here, and gives you a little line. Okay, as soon as that line is filled, you are clear to move it. You just drag and drop it onto your canvas, You resize it to fit the actual thing, because if you don't resize it, if you just leave it as like that, then you'll have this big white space in your thumbnail, and it'll just be this. But if you want to add more than one screen from the video, like say you want to do 4, then you could do that. But if you want to do a single image, I suggest you resize it till you see both those dotted lines. Both those dotted lines means it's completely centered on the screen, and you will not have any white edges appear on the side. So after I got that done, I gotta jump into here and pull out Assassin's Creed, the Assassin's Creed logo, and I'm gonna put it in the light. I'm gonna shrink it a bit more, just so it can easily be seen in the light, because Assassins is gray, and if I put it over here, it'll be hard to see. So I'm going to use the lighting from the picture to put emphasis on the logo. And as you can see, Al-Mualim, whatever the fuck his name is about to execute the traitor of the Assassins, and Altair is sitting there holding them. And this is where text is going to come into place. You have all of these different, preset things. And when it says free right here, you can pay Canva money to get access to more backgrounds or more templates. But considering that you're making your own custom thumbnail from, screenshots or anything else, other pictures, you will not be needing to look at any of this. What you can do is go up here. The ones you got to worry about is heading, subheading, and little body of text. I mainly stick to heading because it is the largest. It's the easiest to handle. And if you look around here, you'll get random lines. That means it's centered on something. Like this is the center of the main thumbnail. This is the center of the vertical main thumbnail, horizontal main thumbnail. You can also line it up with other elements of your thumbnail, like the logo, for example. I can also make it so it's flat to the bottom, do it centered and flat to the top. Just little things that help. I'm also going to set this to white so it can actually be seen. And and there are a bunch of different, there's even crazy stuff like this, like Japanese and Korean stuff down there. But there are a ton of different fonts you can choose from. I think the one that I use for Assassin's Creed starts with a K. It's kind of hard to find stuff, but I think it's this. There we go. The Master Assassin. Whoops. And it does have a spell check on here too, so that helps greatly. I will try to line this up with the center. There it is. It snaps to it as well, so you don't have to worry about accidentally moving. It snaps to it, and you actually need to move the mouse a significant amount to get it off-centered. So there you go. Might want to do that. This is pretty much all I really do in a thumbnail. I might do some sort of fancy text on the side, but this thumbnail doesn't really need any fancy text. But what you have to do, it says it automatically saves changes, but every time before you finish the thumbnail, I highly recommend you going down here to save. And it will say, I always recommend auto-saving before you're done, just in case, because you never know. And what you need to do to use it, you cannot right-click and save image as, because it will only save the background image. You got to hit this download button up here. You can also hit the share button if you want to share it, but also you can also make public. If you make something public, then it appears on your personal profile. Now you need to hit the download thumbnail right here. JPEG is obviously recommended. You need to get. There's all your different formats you all know and love. I just stick to JPEG, and you got to hit the download button. You get this little hold tight preparing your design. You get a little quote. Thanks, Alexander. You're a real bro. Good design encourages a viewer to want to learn more. And you get this little thing down here, but considering that this is not the PC I do this on, this is not going to worry about it. And pretty much you are good to go. You can go back to here. You can see this here. Go to, whoops, not account settings, lol. You can go to your personal profile and you can admire your handiwork. As you can see, I've done many things with little things here. My favorite thumbnail. Where is it? My favorite thumbnail is this. This is honestly it's like a perfect freeze frame mid-death animation, and it's just a dude holding an. That's pretty good. And of course, the mysterious floating tank mine. But that's pretty much all you need to worry about with making thumbnails for Canva. Like I said, this is going to be mainly used with a Collaborators Online Alliance workshop I got planned for tomorrow or later today by the time you're watching this. Thank you all for watching. Nonetheless, if you want to get started in YouTube and you want a good thing to make thumbnails with, I highly recommend Canva. It's free to use, it's easy to use, it's simple and straightforward, and it's browser based. There's no download. Unless when you download your thumbnails. But you don't have to download it. It's simply built into your browser. And it's completely easy to use. But that's how I make a thumbnail. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you guys learned a thing or two. And I'm out. Peace.